FCA on LSN.
FCA on LSN, brought to you in part by watching FCA on LSN.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Hello and welcome to Fairfield Christian Academy. I'm Austin Beigel here with Jack Davidson, and we'll be bringing you coverage of tonight's high school basketball boys game where the Fairfield Christian Knights face off against the Tree of Life Trojans. Starting for the Trojans, the guard 5'9", Carl Jones. Guard 6'3", Nathan Durbin. Forward 5'11", Walter Woodard. Guard 6 foot, Zach Wooten. And forward, 6'1", Donnie Tong. And for the Knights starting tonight will be Justin Potachnik, 6'6", a forward. Zach Sullivan, a guard, 6 foot. Stephen Carpenter, a guard, 6'3". Nicholas Spurgis, a forward, 6'4". And Tyler Stevens, a guard, 6'1". Tonight's game is brought to you by Service Master Clean by Todd George. Cleaning services for Fairfield County. They will help you get clean and stay that way at work and at home. Service Master Clean by Todd George is proud to be a Six Sigma company, demonstrating their commitment to excellence and their promise to do the job right or do it over. Service Master Clean by Todd George, 740-687-1077.
Hi again, everybody, along with Austin Beigel, Jack Davidson here. High atop the stands at Fairfield Christian Academy tonight. It's a rivalry game. It is the 5-4 Tree of Life Trojans, coached by Joe Arndt and Jim Morgan. Their co-head coaches, pretty unique in all of basketball to have co-head coaches against the FCA Knights, coached by Roger Hooper. FCA's 6-1 on the season, 1-0 in the MoCal. Tree of Life 0-2 in the MoCal. Tree of Life last played last week against Ridgedale. They lost by a score of 51-49. FCA coming off a victory against Crooksville by a score of 69-45. They won their own Fairfield Christian Holiday Classic. Tonight's officials, Ronald Frame, Michael Abbott, and Randy McIntyre. Teams head to the center court, and Potachnik will jump center for FCA. Potachnik is 8th in the county in scoring at 17.3 points per game. Stephen Carpenter is just ahead of Justin at 19.4 points per game. It's Zach Wooten jumping against Justin Potachnik. 8 minutes on the clock, balls in the air, we're underway at FCA. Sullivan with the basketball. Carpenter to Sullivan, Stevens inside to Spurgis. Potachnik playing the high post. It's to be a 2-3 zone that Tree of Life is playing. Sullivan fires from 3, back to the rim, no. Rebound, loose, will stay FCA's way.
And the Knights will look to pass around through that 2-3 zone to get the open shot. That's normally how you crack open that 2-3 zone defense.
Inside, Potachnik up and in. Wooten with the basketball. Sullivan on him, man-to-man defense for FCA. Durbin corner to Jones. Carpenter on him. Walt Woodard intercepted. Sullivan. Spurgis inside to Potachnik. Backs down, up and in. Potachnik with 4. Sullivan with the foul. Zach's first team first. See the FCA students. What do they call them, Austin? I know they're nuts, but I mean, what's the name? They're like the Hooper six-man?
Yeah, Hooper six-man, and tonight is camo night for the Knights.
Camo night. Oh, Woodard's line shooting too. First one misses. I think they should have like a Roger Hooper night where they all dress like Coach Hooper. Wouldn't that be great?
That would be funny.
Yeah, everyone can have like red hair and it'd be great. 4-0 FCA up, under 7 to go. First quarter, Woodard splits the pair. He's got 1. Carpenter with the basketball. Potachnik. Carpenter fires a 3-ball. Front of the rim, no. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Sullivan. Carpenter to Sullivan. Pass goes FCA's way. No, it goes Tree of Life's way. FCA putting pressure on the basketball. Against Crooksville, they came out on fire. They had a 7-0 lead over Crooksville, and the game was never in doubt. Carpenter with the steal. Lays it up and in.
Quick 6-1 start by the Knights.
Durbin. Woodard fires. We call that a preacher's roll. He's got 3.
Looks like the Knights were in that full court defense, and they got beat up the court.
Potachnik misses the shot, gets his own rebound, puts it up. Nope. Rebound again, up and in. Potachnik out of the box quickly. 6 points for Justin, and it's an 8-3 FCA lead. Zach Wooten drives off the backboard. Potachnik with a rebound. Five and a half to go, first quarter. Good ball movement. Sullivan on the return, no good. Carpenter knocks it out of bounds. Tree of Life's basketball.
And the Knights look for Potachnik to have a big game tonight, as standing at 6'6", he is 3 inches taller than any of the starters on the Trojans.
You're right, Austin. That's one of the advantages FCA has. They're not like quick, but they got some good height on the inside with Spurgis and Potachnik. Durbin to Carl Jones. Woodard, pass to nobody in particular. Stevens down to Sullivan, just out of his reach. Checking in is Josh Winkler. Winkler comes in, Woodard sits down. Woodard's got 3. It's an 8-3 FCA lead. Good crowd here tonight. Say hi to everyone who's watching on the internet. We stream live these basketball games. Fouls on Carpenter, his first.
Got a little bit aggressive on that full court press there.
Of course, you can watch all these games on demand and listen to Austin Beigel's Golden Tones. FairfieldMedia.tv. Jones has it blocked, but we got a foul. Tyler Stevens is the guilty party. His first, team third. Jones line right, shooting 2. Jones is in the books, 5'9" sophomore guard. Great crowd tonight. Of course, this is a rivalry game for FCA. They've always enjoyed playing Tree of Life. Tree of Life always has good basketball teams, whether it's girls or boys.
Yeah, and the student section loves these good games. You know they'll be riled up tonight.
Looks like they're riled up already. And Coach Hooper takes a timeout. Timeout on the floor, 4:23 to go. First quarter, FCA up 8-5 on LSN.
FCA on LSN is brought to you by the Home of Joy Farm, a 60-acre equine boarding facility located on Lake Road near Lancaster, Ohio. Built in 2011, the Home of Joy Farm has a 48,000 square foot, top-of-the-line equine facility with a temperature-controlled viewing room, tack room, and loft space with plenty of parking to make events comfortable for both people and their horses. You can find them online at homeofjoyfarm.com.
You see Coach Roger Hooper talking to the troops. Coach Hooper uses his timeouts to teach, not just for strategy, but to teach. And he called that timeout 4:23 to go because he saw something he didn't like and he wanted to correct the mistakes.
The offense was a bit stagnant there, so he wanted to correct whatever was wrong.
Carpenter fires a three ball. Hits. Stephen Carpenter in the books with 5 now.
And I mentioned earlier, passing really gets you out of that 2-3 zone defense. So the Knights will continue to fire up threes.
Sorry about that, Austin. Jones dribbles it off his knee out of bounds. 11-5, 6-point lead for FCA. And it looks like they're going to have a shadow man on Carpenter. You know where Steven is at all times. Stevens fires, no good. Carpenter tracks down the rebound off his hands out of bounds. One thing about FCA, they have seen so many different defenses to try to stop Stephen Carpenter. They've seen the box in 1, triangle in 2. They've seen all types of gimmick defenses, so I think they're pretty confident no matter what defense Tree of Life throws at them, they're going to be able to run their offense. They've seen it before. And we got Zach Sullivan with his second foul. So Zach has 2 fouls, and looks like Clayton Christopher will get in to the game here. Zach will sit down. Foul trouble first quarter.
And the Knights have 4 team fouls, so they'll have to be careful so they don't go in the bonus.
Wooten with a left-hander, no good. Rebound by Tong, blocked by Potachnik. Christopher knocked out of bounds. Melvin Schuler comes in now for Tree. Carpenter with a long 3, short. Stevens tries to save, and he does. Knocks it off Durbin, out of bounds. Good play by Tyler.
Great hustle by Tyler Stevens there.
Potachnik puts it up. He's fouled. Donnie Tong, the guilty party. His first, that's the team first. Potachnik line left, shooting 2. It's the first. Justin out of the box, he's got 7. Make it 8. Good first quarter for Justin Potachnik, 8 points, and we still have a little less than half of the quarter to play. Man-to-man defense for FCA. Tong gets it to Winkler. Durbin to Wooten. Into the lane, bumped by Clayton Christopher. That's his 15th foul. Like FCA's bench may be tested tonight.
And their bench is not one of their strengths this year. It's pretty shallow.
I tell you, this the FCA student section, you got one guy dressed as a tree, I think. I don't know who that is. I'm surprised they didn't have like a Christmas tree, you know? It's, Durbin has it blocked by Stevens. 3-on-2. Spurgis, foul on Wooten. Zach Wooten's first, team second. Spurgis line left shooting 2. First one up and in. Nick with his first point. So do you know the other themes the students have coming up? Or they just kind of figure this out in study hall?
Yeah, they really do. They figure it out sometimes a couple days before the game, just in school.
So it's kind of like homework. You don't put a lot of time into it, right?
Exactly.
2.5 to go, first quarter. Woodard, Durbin. Winkler blocked by Carpenter, and fouls on Carpenter. That's Stevens' second. No, is it Carpenter or Christopher? No, it's Christopher. Check that. That's Clayton's second. Team 6. They're going to be in the bonus here in the first quarter the way this is going. Durbin inbounds to Wooten. Wooten is in the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound Carpenter. They got numbers, 3-on-1, 3-on-2. Christopher lays it in. Clayton Christopher, his first 2, timeout, Tree. 32nd timeout, 1:54 to go. First quarter, FCA leads 17-5 on LSN.
During this timeout, we'd like to let you know that FCA on LSN is brought to you by Fairfield Medical Center. They are proud to support the FCA Knights in all of Central Ohio with emergency care, orthopedic care, cancer care, maternity care, and surgery at 3 convenient locations. Fairfield Medical Center. People you know, care you trust. You can find them at fmchealth.org.
Good camera work there by our crew. Tonight our crew's Michael Collier, Dane Alexander, Caleb Peters, of course with Austin Beigel, and JT Burcham, who runs the show, does a great job. JT runs a great show because he puts up with us, you know?
Yeah.
Thanks to the crew for helping out, and thanks for you for watching online, fairfieldmedia.tv. We stream it live. Next game will be Tuesday, girls game against Tree of Life. And there's a travel call. As one of the officials looks at the FCA coaching staff and smiles. He said, "You like that?" 1:33 to go. Spurgis with the basketball. Cross court to Christopher. Carpenter measures it. Wide right. Loose ball. Saved. Knocked away by Spurgis, inside to Potachnik, up and in. Potachnik's got 10.
Just the start they were looking to get out of him.
Durbin blocked by Spurgis, foul on Spurgis. 17th foul for FCA. So Tree will be at the line in the bonus for the remaining of the first half. Durbin hits. Evan Bogus comes in now for Nick Spurgis. Nathan Durbin, his first point. Mark David Wright getting ready to check in for Tree. Bogus with the rebound. Under a minute to go. Christopher to Carpenter to Stevens. Inside, knocked away. Wooten puts it up. No good. Rebound Bogus. Knocked away by Melvin Schuler. 39.8 seconds to go. Here comes Mark David Wright in for Walt Woodard. Woodard sits down with 3 points. He's got 3 out of the 6 for Tree. Carpenter goes to Stevens. Back to Carpenter. Carpenter loses it. Tong will fire. Nope. Rebound to Durbin. Blocked by Potocnik. Stevens has it. 14 seconds. And Christopher travels with 7.5 seconds to go. 19-6 the score. Looks like Tree of Life will get the last shot of the first quarter. Wooden picks it up. Fires, no. Rebound Carpenter, and that is the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. FCA leads 19-6 over Tree on LSN.
FCA on LSN is brought to you by Darletta Miller Agency at 814 North.
FCA on LSN.
FCA on LSN, brought to you in part by
The score, along with Austin Beigel, Jack Davidson here. FCA against Tree of Life. FCA up by 13. Good start for FCA, but they have a couple players in foul trouble. Wooten drives in. Zach Wooten gets his first 2. Players in foul trouble for FCA. Zach Sullivan with 2 and Clayton Christopher with 2. Tree of Life's in the bonus, and that's a foul on Zach Wooten. Jordan Brake is in now for FCA. Now that's Wooten's second. And that's team's third. Brake will inbound. Sullivan works off a Potocnik pick. Spurgis goes inside, lays it up and in.
Looks like the Trojans switched to a man-to-man defense there after the Knights scored 19 points on their 2-3 zone in the first quarter.
Blocked by Potocnik. He liked that one. For FCA, it's Potachnik, Carpenter, Sullivan, Spurgis, and Brake. For Tree of Life, it's Woodard, Durbin, David Wright, Tong, and Jones, who inbounds to David Wright. Durbin with the basketball to Jones. Tong. David Wright fires a three. Back of the rim, no. Rebound to Durbin. Woodard drives baseline, lays it up, and nope, but is fouled. I believe it's Potachnik. Justin's first, team eighth. I don't know who that referee is that called the foul, but he came in with a White Castle jacket on, so. Said I'd call him White Castle if he didn't identify himself. Met the referees. I don't know their names and faces per se, but good bunch of guys. Woodard hits. Woodard with 4, and that turnover gives the ball back to Tree of Life. 21-9 the score.
That was the Knights' 5th turnover of this game so far.
Durbin fires short, Carpenter with a rebound. He's got Sullivan in the corner, but now pull it back. There's Sullivan, measures a 3, hits. Zach Sullivan, his first points of the night. Durbin, turnaround jumper up and in. Durbin's got 3. 13-point lead for FCA. 5.5 to go. First half. Inside to Potachnik, loses it. Carpenter gets it back to Sullivan. He'll pop. Nope. Rebound loose. Donnie Tong with the rebound. Jones to Tong. Mark David Wright for 3. His first 3, and it's a 10-point lead for FCA. Double team by Tree of Life. Sullivan breaks it, lays it up, and no, rebound loose. Tong comes down with the basketball to Durbin. Mark David Wright for 3, no good. Durbin with a rebound. Durbin over Spurgis in. Nathan Durbin with 5. Break to Potachnik. Spurgis, easy 2. Nick with 6. FCA's interior has 16 of the 26 points.
And I mentioned that height advantage earlier.
Now Spurgis gets called for the foul. Stevens will come in. And Coach Hooper will call a timeout. Timeout FCA, 4:05 to go. First half of play. FCA leads by 10 on LSN.
FCA on LSN is brought to you by the Darletta Miller Agency at 814 North Columbus Street in Lancaster. Your Ohio Lancaster Farmers Insurance Agency offering auto and fire insurance as well as IRAs and annuities. The Darletta Miller Agency, a proud supporter of FCA sports. 740-687-6167.
There's Joey Gall, my son Mark Davidson in the red, white, and blue and the camo outfit. Joey and Mark are on the FCA media team. Of course, Joey played linebacker and is he a running back this year too?
Fullback.
Fullback.
Yeah.
I mean, Joey has played. Joey is such a great athlete. He plays earlier in his high school career, freshman and sophomore year. I think he played basketball, played baseball, football. So shot missed. Potachnik with a rebound. Under 4 to go here. First half, FCA up by 10. Carpenter to Sullivan. Back to Carpenter. Inside to Potachnik. Misses it. Rebound Durbin. Foul on Tyler Stevens. And that'll be Tyler's second. Team 10th.
Since the Knights are in the double bonus, the Trojans will go to the line for 2.
Durbin hits the first. Got 6. He's got 7. He's got 6 of those. 6 of his 7 points in the second quarter. 8-point lead for FCA. Stevens to Sullivan. Let's see, he'll set it up. Carpenter, spin move on Jones to Stevens. Carpenter with a long 3. Got it. Stephen Carpenter. He's got 8. Woodard with the basketball to Durbin. Knocked away by Carpenter. Mark David Wright to Tong to Durbin. Fakes a 3. Spin move. Tries to go inside. Does. Missed the shot. Woodard has the shot missed, and Sullivan knocks it to Spurgis up to Carpenter. Drives and in. Stephen with 10. He's averaging over 17 a game. It's really been a quiet 10, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
And we got a foul on Tyler Stevens. I mean, a quiet 10 because you really haven't, I mean, Stevens just gotten it in the regular flow of the game, hasn't he?
Yeah, most of the points for the Knights have come off in the post with Potachnik and Spurgis, it seems, but Steven is putting in a lot.
In the game against Crooksville, he just lit it up. He just had a stretch where he just turned it up, and he was unstoppable. Walt Woodard has his 5th point, looking for 6 at the line. Christopher back in for Stevens. Christopher with 2 points, 2 fouls. Stevens sits down with 3 fouls. Woodard misses, and Tong knocks it off of Sullivan. It goes into the student section.
Great awareness there by Tong to knock it off of the Knights.
Mark David Wright to Durbin. Fires a 3, rims it, no, rebound Sullivan, and he's fouled. Fouls on Melvin Schuler, his first. It's a team fourth. Carpenter will bring the ball up with 1:43 to go. Long pass to Stevens. Or excuse me, that's Christopher in for Stevens. Ball loose. Sullivan tries to get it to Potachnik, stolen by Durbin. Knocked away by Potachnik, but here comes, oh, nice pass by Schuler to Tong, little long. Christopher will bring the ball down. Carpenter gets bumped and he's fouled. Foul is on, I believe, Woodard. Walter Woodard, his first. 15 foul. Let's see, he'll stack it up. Sullivan, Christopher. Carpenter fires a three. No good. Rebound. Potachnik up and in. He just took it away from Donnie Tong. Potachnik with 12. Woodard to Mark David Wright. Schuler lays it up on the running jumper, no good. Loose ball. Carpenter has it. Clayton Christopher bounce pass to Sullivan. Gives it to Potachnik and he's fouled. Foul is on Nathan Durbin, his first. That's a team 6. Potachnik line left shooting 2 with 23.8 to go. First one's up and in. Potachnik with 13 points. Josh Winkler comes in now. Tree Life coaching staff is complaining about the foul call. I don't think you can complain when you're when FCA has 10 fouls called on them in the half, and Tree Life only has 6.
The refs are calling it tight, but it looks to be pretty fair.
Yeah, it's fair, absolutely. That could have been a foul there on Zach Sullivan with a little bump. Winkler blocked by Spurgis. The referee's going to talk to Nick about taunting. I think Nick got teed up one game last year for taunting.
Yeah, seems to keep us cool this time though, which is good for the Knights.
Absolutely. Spurgis knocks the ball away, but it'll stay Tree of Life's way with 4.3 seconds to go. 35-19, FCA up. Tree of Life 0-2 in the conference. Off to a slow start this year, 5-4 overall. FCA 6-1. Woodard, turnaround jumper, no good. Christopher loses it, rebound, no, and that's the end of the first half. One half in the books. FCA leads Tree of Life 35-19 on LSN.
American Idol asks us to select our life goals in FCA. I wanted to be a loving father and a faithful husband and a servant of all. And I think the servant of all, that's the main one, and I think that's what we're called to be. And it's to give our life for God, to give our life for those around us, to give our life for the good fight. My name is Jason Castro, and I'm second.
FCA on LSN.
FCA on LSN, brought to you in part by watching FCA on LSN.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Welcome back to the second half of the Fairfield Christian Knights basketball game against the Tree of Life Trojans. The score is 35-19 with the Knights leading. Justin Potachnik leading the Knights in scoring with 14 points. And Nathan Durbin with 7 points for the Trojans.
Tyler Stevens gets in the books with his first two. 37-19, Jack Davidson along with Austin Beigel. Tong with the return. Donnie Tong, his first two. Carpenter to Sullivan. Same starting five for FCA as was in the beginning of the game. Sullivan measures a three and hits. Zach with 6. He's got 2 3-pointers tonight. FCA takes off the pressure a little bit. Been pressuring all game, but with the foul trouble and travel call on Woodard. With the foul trouble that FCA has had in this game, decided to back off the pressure a little bit. Number of players with 2 fouls. Tyler Stevens has 3. What's your impression so far, Austin?
Well, the Knights look to be firing on all cylinders. Their offense looks great. 3-pointers are on tonight, and looks to have good defense also.
I would say so. You know, when your defense gives up, quarters of 6 and 13 points, that's pretty good. Pretty good. I think any coach would like that. Sullivan into Potachnik. He has it blocked by Durbin. Down the court. Carpenter loses it, gets it back, and he's fouled. Oh, it's on Stephen Carpenter. Okay, that's Stephen's second. Team first. Durbin will inbound to Wooten. 19-point FCA lead. Tong misses, rebound, Durbin up and in on the putback.
Great man-to-man defense all the way there, but didn't box out, and the Trojans got the rebound and put it right back in.
Absolutely right. No box out on that change of possession, and FCA takes a timeout, 30-second timeout with 6:06 to go, third quarter play. FCA up by 17 on LSN.
FCA on LSN is brought to you by Redeemer Lutheran Church and Dr. Jack Davidson. They have served the Lancaster area for over 30 years. Located at 1400 Concordia Drive in Lancaster, with Sunday service at 10:15. Redeemer Lutheran Church is online at redeemerlancaster.org.
You do that so well. You can do my sermons for me. How's that?
That would be fun.
Oh, yeah, sure it would be. Yeah. That's a 60-second timeout for FCA. They changed it to a 60 while Austin was telling you about my church. So FCA has 2 timeouts left, and Tree of Life has 4 remaining. FCA will send out to the court Potachnik, Stevens. Stevens do the inbounding. Spurgis, Sullivan, and Carpenter. Jones, Wooten, Mark David Wright, Durbin, and Tong on the floor for Tree of Life. Carpenter with the ball. Sullivan. Potachnik measures a 3. Nope. Rebound Spurgis puts it up. No. Rebound Carpenter up and in. Carpenter with 12. Errant pass. Spurgis picks it up. He's played center field in baseball, so that was easy pickings for Nick. Sullivan misses the layup. Carpenter on the return. Stephen with 14. Timeout. Full timeout. 60-second timeout. Tree of Life. 5:23 to go. Third quarter of play. FCA up by 21 on LSN.
FCA on LSN is brought to you by Fairfield Christian Academy, who is pleased to offer students from preschool to high school an education of excellence with a Christian worldview and plenty of engaging extras, including mid-state league sports, archery, media, drama, and music. Learn more at fairfieldchristianacademy.com.
And that's one thing the student body and athletic department's looking forward to next year is going to the mid-state league. Certainly will help the football team out in scheduling. No more trips to Portsmouth for 3 weekends of the, or this year we went down to Cincinnati a few times. So be going to the local trips, and that'll be nice.
Yep, I was on those long bus rides, so I'm happy to keep it local now.
Of course, Grove City Christian will be coming into the Mid-State League along with FCA, so that'll be a nice rivalry that they'll keep. The question is, will they be able to, schedule Tree of Life in basketball? I think that both schools would like to play. They've played against each other when they were in the Alps League, the Associated League of Private Schools. Carpenter with the basketball. Sullivan calls the play. Tyler Stevens get the ball now. FCA runs a little bit of a weave. Carpenter will fire a three and hits. Stephen Carpenter with 17 leads all scores. Potachnik on the steal. Wooten knocks the ball away, and Mark David Wright will have the ball go off him out of bounds. 24-point lead for FCA, 47-23. For the student body, this is sweet because there have been times that Tree of Life have owned FCA. Potachnik on the return, a foul. I believe it's on Carl Jones. It is. His first. Now, there have been years when FCA has played Tree of Life and they've lost to them by 2 points in the final second. They've gotten blown out. I mean, Tree of Life has been a quality program for years. And the coaches up at Tree of Life, Joe Arndt and Jim Morgan, are two of the finer coaches in all of Central Ohio. Potachnik hits the first and hits the second. He's got 16. Of course, Coach Roger Hooper is one of the fine coaches in Central Ohio as well. Wooten drives, blocked by the rim. Sullivan. Carpenter stops and pops. Nope, but we got a foul. Foul is on Walt Woodard, his second. And that's the team second. 49-23 the score. Carpenter line right shooting 2. Got 17 on the night. Misses the first. He's averaging 19.4 per game. 7th in Fairfield County. Joe DeLisio leads all scores in Fairfield County from Fisher Catholic. 24.1 points a game. Carpenter has 18 now. Little 1-2-2 action for FCA of the half-court press. Wooten lays it up and in. Zach Wooten with 4. FCA's doubled them up 50-25. Potachnik, low block right, up and in. Potachnik with 18. And steps on the line. FCA gets the ball back. 52-25. Carpenter between the circles. Stevens gets bumped by Schuler, no call. Carpenter to Sullivan. Zach travels. I want to thank you for tuning in here on FairfieldMedia.tv. If you're watching us live on the internet, glad to have you with us. You can also tune in afterwards. Go to FairfieldMedia.tv. And there you can hear the golden tones of Austin Beigel. Our next game will be a girls' game against Tree of Life. Short, saved, lost. Jump ball. Ball goes to Tree of Life. Next game that we're telecasting is the girls' game on the 8th against Tree of Life, so you can tune in on the internet if you want to come out and watch. Girls playing some good basketball. You can also go to the archive section on FairfieldMedia.tv. Catch all the games, not only for this year, but football season, past years. Spurgis with the rebound, kicks it out to Sullivan. Clayton Christopher in, he gets the basketball. Spurgis to Sullivan. Bumped by Schuler, foul on Schuler. Melvin Schuler with his second. JV game, Tree of Life beat FCA by a score of 41-33. You know, that's a great thing about high school basketball. You can come out and watch 2 games for the price of 1.
Gotta love that.
Good, cheap entertainment. Carpenter lays it up and in. Stephen Carpenter's got 20, one over his average for the season with a little over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Wooten spins away from Carpenter. Shakes and bakes, no good. Rebound to Potachnik. Sullivan 3-on-2, kicks it to Christopher. Stolen by Wooten. Down to Durbin. Woodard lost the ball, but I think the foul is on Zach Sullivan. No fouls, a kick on Zach, so Tree of Life will get the ball. Melvin Schuler inbounds to Zach Wooten, gives it to Durbin. Durbin measures a 3, no good. Rebound to Potachnik. Minute and a half to go, third quarter play. Hooper's 6th man still standing on the right. Christopher measures a 3, no. Tip up, no. Rebound to Durbin. And Potachnik called for the foul, his 3rd. No, that's his 2nd. Check that. His 2nd. Team's 2nd. FCA had so many fouls in the first quarter, actually just marking fouls down. Wooten between the circles, 60 seconds to go in the quarter. Wooten hits it, he's got 6. 54-27. Christopher double team, gets it down to Spurgis. Bounce pass to Potachnik out of bounds. Nice play by the student section. I don't know who's in that camo outfit, Austin, but man, he's got to be hot.
That would be Ben Tobin, the football team star running back.
That's Ben?
Yeah, that
he's
is
going to
Ben.
lose some pounds after after tonight. I didn't recognize Ben with his with the camouflage on there. I usually, you know, I look for him. Number 46. He didn't have 46 on tonight. Okay, Spurgis, that's his 3rd. Durbin at the line. He's got 10 and 11. 34.4 seconds to go. Sullivan bringing the ball up against Zach Wooten. Christopher to Carpenter at the high post. Christopher to Sullivan, 10 seconds to go. Inside, Potocnik knocked away by Durbin. 3, 2, 1 at the buzzer, no good, and that's the end of 3 quarters. In the books, FCA leads 56-29 on LSN.
FCA on LSN.
FCA on LSN, brought to you in part by watching FCA on LSN.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Welcome back to Fairfield Christian Academy, where the Knights hold a 56-29 lead over the Trojans. We'd like you to know that FCA on LSN is brought to you by the Fran Barbie Memorial Fund, supporting the education and equipping of Fairfield media students and volunteers to provide community video broadcasts for Fairfield County. The Fran Barbie Memorial Fund, leaving a legacy with Fairfield Media.
56-29 going into the fourth quarter play, along with Austin Beigel, Jack Davidson. FCA with a large lead. Potocnik, Spurgis, Carpenter. Carpenter lays it up and in. Carpenter with 22. It's Sullivan, Carpenter, Spurgis, Potocnik, and Christopher on the floor for FCA. David Wright, Wooten, Schuler, Winkler, and Tong on the floor for Tree of Life. Winkler with the spin move, loses it. Potocnik comes up with the ball. Sullivan drives, puts it up, in, and a foul. Sullivan with 8, looking for 9 at the line, and the foul is on Josh Winkler, his first, and that is the team third. FCA with 2 timeouts left, Tree of Life with 3. Zach Sullivan, 6-foot senior at the line, looking for the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Up, and got it. You know how we call it the 3-point play the old-fashioned way? Why? Because when I played, we didn't have a 3-point line. That's the only way we get 3 points.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm an old codger. 61-29, FCA up. Wooten off the backboard and in. Wooten with 8. Spurgis tries to go inside to Potocnik. Stolen by Durbin. 2-on-2, 2-on-3. Drives up, no good, and we got Spurgis on a blocking foul. And Coach Hooper looks like he's going to take a full timeout. So that's Spurgis's 4th foul, 4th team foul. Timeout on the floor, 6:22 to go in the ball game. FCA over Tree of Life by 30 on LSN.
And during this timeout, we want you to know that FCA on LSN is sponsored by Central Ohio General Surgeons. They are physicians who have advanced training that allows them to perform invasive procedures for their patients. At Central Ohio General Surgeons, your appointment includes time for examination and discussion. So please feel free to ask questions at any time. Central Ohio General Surgeons can be contacted at 740-654-6213. Thank them for supporting FCA Sports. And also, FCA on LSN is sponsored by Fairfield Christian Church, serving Lancaster for the past 40 years at the corner of Columbus and Whittier Streets near the River Valley Mall. Now with a Baltimore campus on State Route 204, Fairfield Christian Church, transforming lives one at a time. Online at fairfieldcc.com.
You do that so well.
Thank you.
Now, do you have your TV voice when you're in class?
No.
No? Like when you're in Mr. Garrett's math class, you go, Mr. Garrett.
No, I saved this voice for here.
That's good. You do it so well, my friend. Nathan Durbin at the line, 6'3" senior. He's got 11 points on the night. Shooting 2. First one back of the rim, no good. Now, you're on the media team. Is this your first year, second year?
This is my first year on the media team.
How you like it?
It's great. This is my second game announcing, and both times have been really fun.
And you've worked behind the scenes too, haven't you?
Yeah, camera sometimes I run graphics, whatever they need.
And that's the, I don't want to say it's the amazing thing here at FCA, but the media team at FCA is pretty amazing to do what you guys are able to do. And gals too, because you've had some gals involved in the work in the past. Schuler lays it up and in on the steal. It's his first 2. But what the media team is able to do is pretty phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, Mr. Bertram does a great job of teaching us everything we need to know for every position.
I mean, you're talking about hands-on experience. And this year, streaming it live on the internet. I mean, it's for a school this size to do what it does in media is pretty outstanding. Wooten with the rebound on the Spurgis miss. Spurgis hustles down, but it looks like Zach Sullivan will foul. And that'll be Zach's 3rd. Team 5th. Looks like we got some subs coming in for FCA. Jordan Brake and Keith DeWeese come in for Justin Potachnik and Zach Sullivan. Potachnik, if his night's done, finishes with 20 points. That's not a bad night's work, huh?
Not bad at all.
And Zach Sullivan will have 9. So DeWeese, Brake, Carpenter, Christopher, and Spurgis. And we got a jump ball. Ball will go Tree of Life's way. Stevens comes in for Christopher. So the seniors are off the floor for FCA. You know, Austin, this might be the look of the team next year.
Pretty young team the Knights have.
They were young last year. They're young this year. They got a couple seniors this year. And Potachnik, actually, they got Bogus and Sullivan and Potachnik's the seniors this year. Am I missing anybody? Oh, Christopher too. They got 4 seniors, but this is a junior. You got 4 juniors and a sophomore on the floor now. Carpenter's fouled. I think Donnie Tong is the one who will get the foul call, and it is. Tong's 2nd, team's 5th.
If you look at Carpenter's scoring tonight, you'll notice he had 10 points in the first half, but in the 3rd quarter alone, he also added another 10. So it really just exploded last quarter and helped keep this lead where it is right now.
You're right. And we talked about the first half. It was kind of a quiet first half. He had 10 points, which is that's a good first half, right?
Yeah.
But he did so in the flow of play, and they just came naturally. Here, he just exploded with 10 in the third quarter. And Stephen Carpenter will take a break as he's got a little blood on his shoulder. So Sullivan comes back in. 63-34 the score. Wooten lays it in. He's got 10. I want to say that this is going to be the biggest lead, or the biggest win margin over Tree of Life that FCA has had in recent memory. Stevens drives, puts it up. No, but he got a foul. Durbin got hit in the melee there. And he gets called for the foul, his second. And then Bogus getting ready to come in. That hurts when you get hit in the nose and you get called for the foul, you know? Bogus comes in for Spurgis. Evan comes back in the ball game. So he got a rebound first half of play, and Nick Spurgis sits down with 6 points. Stevens line right. 4:06 to go. First one up, no good. Students section still standing. Where do they get the energy? Stevens with 3. You know where they get the energy to stand all game?
Well, after a long day at school, you'd think they'd be tired and want to sit down, but the student body just loves the basketball team and loves the Knights. They want to support in every way they can.
There is a lot of school spirit here, isn't there?
Yeah, it's really great to see.
I mean, not just for basketball. Schuler with 2. He's got 4. But really overall, there's a timeout FCA. Timeout on the floor with 3:29 to go in the ball game. FCA leads 64-38 on LSN.
FCA is sponsored by This Week with Sheriff Dave Phelan on LSN TV. Lancaster Time Warner Channel 9. Great guests and important information on This Week with Sheriff Dave Phelan. Mondays at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. or Tuesdays at 12 noon and 9 p.m. on LSN. Lancaster Community TV, available online at lancasterohio.tv.
How about school spirit? The students turn out not just for the basketball games, but for the play with the drama people that they put on. FCA is an outstanding school to send your child to be not only developed with a Christian foundation, but the experiences you get here is just outstanding. Really offer a lot for a small school.
And add a great sports program to that, and why wouldn't you want to come here?
Absolutely. We'll probably start opening registration, I imagine, in February or March. Usually do. We've had our 4th child, Mark, is graduating this year. Sent all 4 kids to FCA, and they've gotten an outstanding education. That passes to no one in particular. So Brandon Bush comes in now for FCA. Bush, Brake, Stevens, Bogus, and DeWeese on the floor. FCA has no more timeouts left. Brandon Bush gives it to Stevens. Brandon's quite a baseball player.
Yeah, he is. Brandon Bush is actually my cousin out there, so I'm hoping to see him score.
Yeah. I didn't know that. You better say something nice about him then. Huh? He's probably gonna watch. No, Brandon is there's a shot. Up. Rimmed it no good. Brandon is an outstanding baseball player.
Yeah, set all kind of school records in junior high for the baseball team.
Stevens. There's Bushy. Nope. Rebound. Taken away by Wooten. Winkler puts it up and in for his first two. And he sees Tyler Stevens is bumped by Melvin Schuler, and now Tree of Life will clear the bench. Sam Rourke and Cody Cullen is in. Curtis Goins is in. Randall Perkins is in. Shot missed, rebound, DeWeese tracks it down the corner. Vargas puts it up and in. Evan with his first two, 66-40. FCA up with 1:24 to go in the game.
Evan Vargas is a fan favorite here at FCA, so the student section loves to see him score.
Tree of Life will inbound. Sam Rourke, 6'1" sophomore, will do the honors. Stolen by Jordan Brake, and he travels with the basketball. 1:19 to go here in the ball game. FCA will go to 7-1 on the season, 2-0 in the MoCal. Tree of Life will fall to 500, 5-5 and 0-3 in the MoCal. Tyler Stevens with the move up, no good, and he's fouled. Foul is on Sam Rourke, his first, teammate. 69 seconds to go in the ball game. Stevens hits the first. Tyler with 4. Leading scorer for FCA is Stephen Carpenter. He finishes with 24 points. Potachnik will finish with 20. Zach Sullivan with 9. Loose ball break comes down with it. Spurgis will finish with 6. Tyler Stevens has 4. Evan Vargas with 2. DeWeese into Vargas, no good. Rebound to Tree of Life. Ball goes off DeWeese out of bounds. 34.9 seconds to go. Leading scorer for Tree of Life will be Nathan Durbin, 6'3" senior with 12 points. Zach Wooten finishes with 10. And then everybody else is in single figures. Goins with the basketball. Rourke, it's inside. Pass goes out of bounds and goes FCA's way. 23.5 seconds to go.
And please thank our sponsors for their support of today's game. They are committed to helping Fairfield Media provide community broadcasting for Fairfield County. They appreciate hearing that you enjoy the programming that they support. Thank them for supporting FCA on LSN. And we'd like to thank you for watching today's game. This is a high school production by the media students at Fairfield Christian Academy. Students announcing, students on camera, students on graphics, students producing the game. Fairfield Media students are learning teamwork and skills that will last a lifetime. Thank you for enjoying today's production of FCA on LSN.
final score, FCA 69 and Trio Life 40 for the FCA media team. Austin Beigel, my partner, Michael Collier, Dane Alexander, Caleb Peters, and JT Burcham. This is Jack Davidson thanking you for watching FCA basketball on LSN. For this time till next time, have a good night, everybody.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
FCA on LSN. Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.